Hello there. So 1 Samuel chapter 2 discusses the high priest Eli and the three major sins of his sons. First of all, they were stealing from God's offering. They were going in there and taking what they wanted from the people that were bringing their offerings and sacrifices to God. They would just take out whatever they wanted. Second, they were having immoral relations with the women that would come to worship and serve the Lord at the tabernacle. They were doing all sorts of sexually immoral things. And then, of course, they were denying what God was calling them to do as sons of the high priest. And this is the high priest, too. It's interesting how he says in verse 25, if one man sins against another, God will mediate for him. But if a man sins against the Lord, who can intercede for him? But they would not listen to the voice of their father, for the Lord desired to put them to death. Now this is, of course, indicating that God was giving them over to whatever they wanted. And that is the worst place to be, where you've sinned so much where you've just rejected God to the point where he's just going to give you what you want. That's the punishment you're getting. What you don't get is, Eli is the high priest. He's literally in the place of intercession between the people of Israel and the Lord God. That's his job. Now we do know from 1 John 2 verse 1 that Jesus is the intercessor between us and the Father. He is our intercessor. He's always praying before the Lord for us, whatever is going on in our lives. Now, Eli was not necessarily a bad father. Obviously, you can't blame him completely. He did raise Samuel, and Samuel became a very godly man. But I think it's important for us to remember from this, we are intercessors to our families first. We are the high priests of our families. Well, I'm speaking to fathers specifically, and mothers too. But we are supposed to be leading our children toward him. Don't rely on the government or public schools and education to do. That's not going to work. You have to bring him into it every day. Don't just bring your kids to church on Sunday and Wednesday and expect that to be enough. Every day we got to remind the kids of who God is and how much he loves them, and all of it, his character, and how we are following in his footsteps. And God does prophesy to Samuel, or Eli, telling him what is going to happen to his sons at the end of chapter 2. So we'll see more as we get into Samuel. Lots to cover. God bless. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.